In today's video, I'm going to take you through the full process behind an AI-powered crypto day trading bot I put together. From the initial setup to the final results, I'll show you exactly how I tested it and what I observed. A lot of the heavy lifting was handled with artificial intelligence, so you don't need to be a developer or a professional trader to understand the overall workflow. AI helps simplify the parts that would normally be much more complicated. We'll look at what the system is designed to do, how I configured it, and how it performed during my test. Here's the simple explanation. The system scans decentralized exchanges for possible market opportunities. If it detects a setup that meets the conditions, it can respond automatically based on the logic built into it. That might sound basic at first, but these situations can appear and disappear in seconds. In many cases, speed and accuracy matter a lot, which is why automation is such a big part of this type of strategy. With AI tools becoming more advanced, building and testing systems like this is now more approachable than it used to be. That's what I'll be demonstrating throughout this video. First, you'll need one of these extensions installed if you don't already have it. As you can see here, mine is already connected and ready. If you're on a desktop computer, you'll use the browser extension. If you're following along on mobile, you can use the browser that's built directly into the app. After that, open the platform. I'll put the links and any extra details in the description below. Create a new file and name it something simple so it's easy to recognize. This is the code I'll be working with. I've included the same version below if you want to review it or follow the same steps. It's open source, so I highly recommend checking it with whatever audit tools, scanners, or review services you trust before interacting with anything. I'm going to copy the code now and paste it into the new file I just created. Next, I'll switch over to this tab. Look at the version shown at the top. It should already line up with the code, but if it doesn't, select the correct matching version from the drop-down menu. Now, click this button here. Once that process finishes, move over to this next tab. Open the drop-down, choose this option, connect it, and approve the authorization request. When the connection is complete, your details should show up in this section. Now, I'll click here. An interaction fee will appear. This is normally a small network-related cost, and it's required to initialize the setup. I'll confirm it and let it process. Nice. The transaction went through, and now the main control panel is visible. Before I continue, I like to do a quick check. I'll click this option here. Make sure this matches the one shown over here exactly. Mine match perfectly, so the setup looks correct. Now that everything is verified, the system needs funds to work with for the test. For this walkthrough, I'm going to use 2 Ethereum. The easiest way to think about it is like fuel for a vehicle. Without fuel, the system doesn't have anything available to operate with. From what I've tested, using somewhere between 2 and 20 ETH gives the system more room to interact with potential opportunities. Larger balances may allow access to larger opportunities. The 1 ETH minimum is there because smaller balances can run into limitations where fees, costs, and execution issues may outweigh potential gains. If the minimum amount is too much for you, then I would not recommend using this type of system. I'll copy my personal system address by pressing this button. Then I'll open my extension and select Send. Choose ETH. Paste the copied address into this field. Enter the amount here. For this example, I'll put 2. Then I'll continue and confirm the transaction. Once the transfer arrives, I'll click here to confirm that the balance is showing inside the system. Great, the funds are showing now. So I'm going to start the system. I'll click this button, approve the interaction fee, and wait until the confirmation is complete. That's all there is to the setup. The system is now active and running. You can monitor the activity logs inside this terminal window. I'm going to leave it running for a bit. Then I'll come back and check on the progress. Alright, I'm back now. Let's check the current status by clicking here. So far, the results look solid. I still want to give it more time though, because this system reacts to live market conditions, and a longer test gives a better picture than just a short sample. Alright, it's now been a full day. I'll click here again and see where things stand. That's a very strong result for this test. All of the activity is tracked in the terminal, so you can review the entries and see each opportunity the system responded to. AI might replace my day job eventually, but if tools like this keep improving, maybe I'll be okay either way. When you want to stop the system, click this button, approve the interaction request, and wait for the confirmation. And there we go. Everything has been shut down properly. Before I end the video, quick disclaimer. This content is for educational and informational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing in this video should be treated as financial, legal, tax, or investment advice. I'm only sharing my personal experience testing tools and technology. If you have questions, I've left my contact information below. If you found the video helpful, make sure to like it and subscribe. All links and resources are in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.